Please share so that more people can join us. I'm trying to like share everywhere right now. Hi. Please share so that we can kick off. So we have people online and it's not just us. Share if you can. Is it 3 o'clock already? Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. I'm going to share the link on Instagram. Hello. I'm wondering how I can share. I don't know. Oh Lord. Not sure of how to share the video on Instagram. But okay. Okay, I'm just waiting for us to have like 10 people. Then I can start. So we're gonna do a video on a bouquet. Like I promised last week, I said I was gonna do a girl one this week. So that's what we're gonna do. And the plan is to, instead of using a number, I'm gonna be using an initial. So it's gonna be a name initial kind of. So we're gonna be using letter A as the main focal point for the design. And the plan is to use, obviously, loads of... Yes, it's going to go, it's going to be on my, what's it called, YouTube timeline for the next 24 hours. Then it's going to come on, I think, then it'll be live, it'll be permanent on YouTube from tomorrow, I think. But definitely it's going to be on YouTube, because once you go live, it tends to like record it, so you'll find it on YouTube. So don't worry if you can't get on right now. Definitely you would find it when you have time. So I'm just going to kick off now, so I don't spend too much time. Hello. All right. Okay. So we're starting off, and like I said, it's a girl one for today. So I'm going to be using, let me put on my lighting, because I don't, so the lighting will be perfect. Okay, yeah, it's better now. So the plan is to use pinks. Pinks, and I'm going to sit down. I'm tired of kneeling down. So I'll try and, read your comments as I'm getting on. As usual, it's not like I have a design in my head, but I'm just going to go with the flow and see how, it turns out. And the funny thing is, a girl design is always so easy to come, it comes together so quickly, you won't believe it. So yeah, I'm going to be using rose pink. Then I've got some 260 Qs. Yeah, so my main color is rose pink, and I think I'm going to use a bit of, I'm going to mix, yellow, a bit of yellow, a bit of, I don't know what this color is. I think it's called pistachio green. So yeah, I'm just going to mix up the color and see and a bit of silver. Yeah, and a bit of lime green, and I'll see how it goes. Please share the video if you can. So we're moving on now, and this is rose pink 16 inches that I'm going to be using for the first four balloons.
So you try and bring it down to size, yeah? So I'm not using the sizer for this. I'm just gauging it with my eyes and seeing if I'm fine with the size, and I go on with it. Okay, this is not... Yeah, so this is the first set of 4 balloons. I'm placing this here. I'm going to inflate this, doing the same thing with this. So I've got my first 4. As usual, you wrap it round. Yeah, like so. And then I'm going to take another 4. But instead of using this, I'm going to be using 11. Sorry, this is 9 inches. 9 inches balloon. I'm going to be using pink. Baby pink next. For a set of 4. 9 inches. You can use 11 inches. And you can use the same 16 inches. It just depends on how you feel or what you have available. There's no one size fit all. So okay, so you make sure you have the same size. And then you wrap the 4 around. And then you place the pink one on the what's it called? The rose pink. You place the light pink on the rose pink, and then you take the nozzle off the 16 inches and you wrap it around the top and tie. So normally I would not use a nozzle to tie it. I would rather use a 260Q to tie it. But if you don't, in the absence of a 260Q, just use what you have at hand. And then I'm going to take another 4. Sorry, yeah, another 4 rose pink. I would double stuff the balloons because, like I mentioned the last time, double stuffing helps the balloons last longer. So you know your client is going to have the balloons for so long. It could last until they pop it. I've seen good quality balloons last with the clients for months, you know. So just make sure you're using top quality every time. So these are Qualitex balloons. For this, you know, the rose pink. And then you place it on top, yeah? This time around, I'm going to get my 260 now because I just got this 260Q. I'm going to wrap it from the bottom. The reason why I prefer a 260Q to, you know, to bring everything together is because then I'm sure that the balloons will not pop. Because when I'm pulling, it could easily, you know, I don't want any accidents. I don't want any leaky balloons. So it's better safe than sorry. And then you tie, you know, that keeps the 260, you know, the balloons permanently in place. So you have a structured, you know, base. So there are times some people like, you know, they like this structured base. So what you could just do is just keep alternating till you have the size you want, you know. But I love the organic look. It just gives it that, you know, that fresh look, that different look. Yeah, I'm going to be putting a balloon weight at the bottom. Yes, I'm going to be putting a balloon weight at the bottom. I use water weight. I'm going to do that in a minute. I just want to finish doing this before I tell you about the water weight. So yeah, so you have this. So it's either you have it this way or you have it this way. It depends on how big the stuff you're going to be putting on is. So for me, I think for today, I'm just going to leave it this way. Yeah, instead of this. Actually, I'll do it this way because it's a letter A and it's quite wide, so it would fill up all of this. So I'm going to leave it this way. So now I'm going to talk about my weight. I use water weight each time. So what I do is I've got like a bag. Can you see I've got a bag of it? When I'm not so busy, I just get the balloons and just fill it up with water and just bag it and keep it. So when I need it, I just grab it whenever I need it. So I do them in two different, and what I always do is I double stuff the balloons. So I use a cheap quality balloon, yeah. And I double stuff it to make it more, you know, more sturdy. And then I fill it up with water. So what you just do is you just grab the nozzle, because some people struggle with doing water weights, and just push it to the tap and hold it and just put on the tap, and then it fills up to the size you want and you just take it off. Yeah? So I'm just going to tie the water weight into the middle of this. So can you see? So once, and then tie it to the nozzle of the balloon in the middle. See? And it stays put. You need to be careful when you're tying it, especially if you're not using good quality balloon. Yeah? So can you see it's stayed? So I have that there like that. So that's my base. I'm having it this way and I'm not having it top over. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my foil balloon and inflate. So you inflate quickly. Does anyone have any questions in regards to the base? Do you have any questions so I can answer quickly? If you have any questions in regards to the base that I can really quickly share. So you can also use your electric pump to inflate the foil balloon, but I prefer using my hand pump because then I know when to stop and I know that the valve is safe. Because if you're not careful, you could pop the valve and then you lose the balloon. Because I see a lot of people saying, oh, they lose a lot of balloons, it's popped and all of that. Most of the time it's because of the way they are inflating them. Then it messes it up. So because the letter is kind of like wide, yeah, so I'm going to like, see? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the base because I can see that the letter is quite wide, so I'm going to increase my base.
I'm going to do another 4 of the baby pink and rose pink. Let me know if you have any questions, please. Feel free to ask questions. So I'm losing one of the balloons here. So what I would do is I'll just take the balloon of that color. I'm not going to worry. And just inflate. Size it. And then just cut off what has forks, yeah? And then take the nozzle from here, from the remaining 4, and just tie this on. So when you lose a balloon, just don't worry. Don't think, oh, I'm going to start all over again. It's quite easy to bring everything together. Yeah? So I'm going to put this on top. I'm going to do another 4 of the rose pink. Love you too, thank you. Remember, this, I am not sizing this because it's not like I want a perfect kind of look. My aim is to go for something, you know, quite organic. So I'm not worried about the size. So I'm just going to tie up, yeah? Make a loop and then you just tie. And that's it. So it's, you know, perfect. So that's there. So I'm going to take this now. Now I have enough space. It's big enough now. Yeah. And then I'm going to take a 260Q. So I always have, like, you know, broken up 260Qs that I use for stuff like this. I can't read your question. Hi, Dee. So this is what you do, you wrap it. This is a safe way to tie your foil balloons. Do not, so that you do not break the valve. So you tie it like that. And then, you know, it's perfect. I'm going to do the same thing here. So I have a way to, like, you know, tie it down. Okay. So do the same thing for this side. Yeah. You tie it gently. And you have that. Yeah. And then you bring it on top of your base and then gently just wrap it round. You know, just wrap it. To be secure, you tie it to the nozzle of the balloon there. And you have that side standing. Then I'm going to do the same thing for this side. Oh, I lost my balloon.
Okay guys, I'm gonna have to replace my balloon. Hold on. So fortunately, we're gonna have to use a number. Sorry guys, because I don't have a letter, I only have a number, so I'm going to replace it with a number, balloon number. I've had this for so long, so maybe that's why it popped. I've had it in the house for so long. I think I've had it for like years now, so I don't know what happened there. So I'm just going to do a number again instead of, I missed that comment. And the size was 30, I think it was 34 inches. Yeah, 34. It was 34 inches. So it's basically the same thing with the with the numbers. You can either use a number or you can use a letter. Another thing you can do with the, what's it called, the letter, is the fact that you can use the letter and then you use a number to, like, you know, finish it off. So this number I'm using is 34 inches. So I'm tying it the same way. So I don't have to worry about tying it in two places now. Let me just check. Okay, yeah. And just tie it to the base. Okay, so it's tied. So I want it to have a wonky kind of look, so I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, I hope you guys can see. I'm just going to adjust the camera. So my number 5 is sitting already. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 5 inches using a hand pump. Yeah. So this is clear. It's a clear 5-inch, clear pink by Sempertex. Yeah. So you could actually put stuff inside if you want, if you just want to. So I'm going to tie it into 2. Can you see? So that's one. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. So you break it. I showed you in the video from last week. So that's another one. So I'm going to tie these 2 together. So I have a set of 4. So I'm going to do the same thing for another one. Yeah. So it's in place. Do the same thing. So what I've just basically done is use the nozzle to wrap it around. So I'm going to take a 260Q. I'm going to try and use a clear balloon so the colors don't clash. Because since this is a see-through balloon, you don't want the colors to clash, do you? Now I can't find my scissors. Okay, so I'm going to cut the 260Q into 2. And then tie it onto it. Do the same thing for this side. And then you wrap it around. Wrap it where you want to create that look. Yeah? So I'm going to do a couple more of this. So for the size of this, the 5 inches balloon, just, just go with the flow. Decide on what look you're aiming for. So I'm going to start wrapping everything around. I think I have enough. Sorry guys. Forgetting that I'm doing a live video. So I've got four bubbles. I'm going to do another 4. Actually, I'm going to leave this as 2. Don't be scared of wrapping this, pressing it and breaking it into bubbles. It's quite easy. I need more clear balloons to You could actually break this into 3. if you can, but I'd rather use the 11 inches one to break into 3. I feel the 5 inches one can be kind of like tricky. Okay, so I'm going to bring this bit here. Okay. So can you see that? Can you see what I'm doing here? Just gonna adjust the camera. Wrap it around. I'm going to do 2 more sets. What's the question? I can't see. I missed that question. Okay. Yes. Absolutely. When you see it live, you see what we go through. But you have to just, keep your, how will I put it? You need to keep your brain working. I've gone to a venue before. Okay, there was this job I did. It was a baby shower. And I was sent pictures of the venue. Hi, sis. So I was sent a picture of the venue. So the spot I was going to put the backdrop had it had a glass. What I could see from the video actually, it had glass. It had a glass background, or a window. So in my mind, I was thinking, okay, so this is what I'm going to do when I get to the venue. I'm going to take my and then it had a low ceiling in the video. So I thought, okay, I will take my magnets. I will take my my what's it called? My suction cups. I'll just take everything I have, and I think I won't even need them because I think my magnets will work. Okay, that was what I saw in the video because I couldn't go to the venue to view. I was just sent a video, so that was what I had planned. But because of years of experience, I've learned to always go with every bit of my tool, because I know that when I get to the venue, anything could happen, Well, fair enough. I got to the venue, and guess what? I found out that the magnet that I thought I saw, they were not, the ceiling wasn't that magnetic, So I had to just think quick and fast, and I didn't even have a lot of time to, to do the setup. So I just had to think quickly and come up with something, and guess what? It came out so beautiful. So you have to be prepared for anything. So make sure when you're going to a venue, you go with as much stuff as you can, because you do not know what could happen. I've had loads of times where stuff will just go, it would feel like everything is going against me. And, thinking on my feet at that point, helps me. So please, if you're new to this, to my channel, please subscribe now before you go away. Like this video. I want you all to like and share, please. Share on your timeline. When you share, it helps me to know that, okay, I have people watching. I've got loyal fans. So please share, like, please. Like the video. Liking is very, very important. If you like what you're watching, please like it quickly. So I'm going to place this. At the spot again. So what I'm doing next is I'm tying this one to this one using the 260Q. Because as I'm going along, I'm trying to see, you know, I'm trying to view it the way I want it to look. This is going to come here because I want that bubble effect to go to reach up to the number 5. Yeah. Okay. I think I've done enough of this, of the bubbles. Like that. So the next thing is, I'm going to take I've got some 260Q balloons that I've prepped. I've got some 260Q. Thank you. That I've prepped. So I've got, if you do not know how to do a 260Q, I'm just going to quickly show you how. Though I've got a video on my channel that will tell you how to do a 260Q. But just for those that are new to my channel, I'm going to quickly show you how. So what you do is you get one of these. This is from my cling film. So when my cling film finishes, what I do is I keep this pipe, the cardboard in between. You get it from cling film or foil paper. And then you tie a 260Q to the pipe this way. You tie it. Can you see the way I've tied it? And then you bring your, I'm going to stand up so that you can see clearly. So you bring your 260Q into that, like so. Can you see? Can you see? Then you wrap it. I know some people do it with their fingers, but I find it easier this way. So you just need to find what works for you. It's not one size fits all. We all have different ways we would prefer to work. So this is one of the ways I prefer to use my 260, you know, to do my 260Q. And then once you wrapped it around, can you see that I've wrapped it? I'm going to bend down the camera so you can see. Yeah, and then you inflate one, you turn it. As you're inflating, you're turning, you push it down. You might want to, you know, run out. Yeah, you push it down, see, and there you have it. So that's the coily 260Q. Yeah. So I'm going to tie all this together and add it to my bouquet. See? So I'm going to tie a cut up 260Q to this. So I'm going to place it here. And just wrap it around. I don't even tie it off because I feel it's not necessary to tie it off. Yeah? So that's where that is going to be. I'm going to do another 260Q. Actually. So because this side is busier, you're welcome. So this side is busy already, and I have something else I'm going to place on this side. So I'm just going to place two. I'm not going to do another 260Q. I'm going to place two on this side. So what I'll just do is I'll just get the cut off 260Q, tie it in to the two, like that. Tie it off, yeah? Then I'm going to place it here on this side. Please note that as I'm doing this, I'm making sure I'm like stepping back to see what it's looking like. So I have an idea of what I am doing. I'm not just putting the balloons without, you know, checking with one side of my eye to see if it looks the way I want it to look. So if this was a themed kind of design, I would get a foil, you know, foil balloon of the theme I'm using. I'll get it in like a small size, and I could just place one here, and then I can have another one on top of the number 5. So the next thing I'm going to add, next texture I'm going to add is this beautiful flower. So this is like a distortion, distortion, sorry, I'm struggling to pronounce. It's called distortion, sorry. So, I call it a 3D flower anyway, so don't let me just bite my tongue. So it's a 3D flower. I've got a video of how to make the basic on my channel, but I'm going to just show you quickly what I have done to achieve this one. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. So I'm going to show you quickly how I've achieved the one in the middle. To get this one at the back, you could easily get the I've got it on my channel, but this one I'm going to show you quickly how you can achieve it. So you take distortion. Don't mind me. That's what happens when you're on a live video. You get confused about stuff. So don't mind me. I'm confused right now. I'm stressed. Distortion technique. Yeah, distortion technique. So I'm going to put the 260Q in my 11 inches balloon. Yeah, like that. So this is 260. This is 9 inches. Or you could use 11 inches. Thank you. So you could use 11 inches. You could use, please like the video. If you have not subscribed, quickly click the subscription button and subscribe. So I'm going to put this in. So you could use, it depends on how big you want the flower. I know. I know you're kidding. Don't mind me. So you put it in. So can you see? I put the 260Q bent. You know, I doubled it and I pushed it into the 9 inches. So the big balloon can actually be, it depends on how big you want the flower to be. It could be 12 inches, it could be 11 inches. If you're going to be using a 16 inches, if you want it really big, using a 16 inches, use a 350Q inside. Do not use a 260Q. If you're using a 3-foot balloon, you use a 646Q inside. So it depends on how big you want it to be. And if you want to use if you want to do it in like a 5 inches size, just use 1 260Q inside the balloon. So that's that. And then what you do is you inflate. So I've inflated the 9 inches, yeah? Make sure you're holding on. You're holding on. So what I do next is I take my hand pump. Can you see? I take my hand pump, yeah? Like that. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And then you count. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the size I want it to be. So I've used 4 pumps, yeah? So you need to make sure you're counting the pumps. Then you tie off. Tie off the 260Q. So that's that. And then you release the hair in the smaller balloon. And then you twist. See? So that's what I've done. And the good thing is you could, twist it into whatever shape you want. You could do it this way if that's the shape you want the distortion to go. You could bend it over if that's the look you're going for. You could make it into a love art if that's the look you're going for. So it just all boils down to how you want it to look. So that's it. So what I've done to achieve this is I just twisted it. Yeah? So that's it. So that's my flower. So I'm going to take a 260Q. I'm just going to tie it to this. Yeah? And I'm going to place it here. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here. And you just tie it into the base. Simple. Just tie it in. Wrap it around. Okay? Okay. So, can you see the base? The base looks pretty already. So that's just how, and then you can still add more, more of the, in this one, I didn't use the same color actually. It doesn't have to be, but just make sure that the 11 inches balloon is not a one that would reflect the color inside, or it is not the one that would mess up the color you want at the end of the day. So for instance, this one I used the yellow, what's this color? Golden rod in this yellow. So golden rod and yellow are kind of like too close colors, so it won't really affect it. And in this one, I used a clear balloon in the green ones. So just to make sure whatever color you're using inside is not something that would, be transparent enough to mess up the color you're aiming for. So that's the only thing. You can use whatever, it doesn't have to match. Personally, that's why I think, because I've used many times I've used a different color inside the 11 inches or 9 inches or 16 inches balloon. And I'm just always careful that whatever color I'm using inside doesn't mess up the finished look. So that is so that's my flower. So okay, so the number 5, I think, okay, I don't want it to like just be, I don't want the number 5 to be basic. I want it to have, I'm going to raise up the camera now, sorry guys. So I want the number 5 to look kind of like busy. So what I will do next is I'm going to take the 260Q, to add that extra wow factor to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 260Q of all the colors I'm using. So I've got the green one. I need pink. I'm going to use this chrome green from Latex. No, actually, I'm going to use chrome, Sempertex chrome green, yeah? And then, to give you that extra wow factor. And then I'm going to use baby pink, yeah? So that's 3. And then, I don't think I've got a rose pink. I haven't got a rose pink. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using a rose pink, I'm going to use a rose gold as the last one. So for this bit, just make sure you've inflated it long enough. It doesn't have to be a certain size. Yeah? If you're just joining us, please like the video. Like. So I'm going to take each color and wrap it here. Can you see? Let me adjust the camera quickly. Sorry, guys. Okay. So I'm going to bring it. So just press it down. So just make a bow if you can. You can make a bow, or you could decide not to. But just do just to make the back look pretty and not too bad. So I'm going to take the green one next. I'm going to do the same thing. See? That. I'm going to take the next one, the rose gold. Yeah. And then the last one. The green one. You know, you're wrapping the 260 round tightly. Now, one of the reasons why I do this bow is when I have, if I'm going to be attaching helium balloons to this, I have this is where I would attach it to. So I'm just going to tie it into this. If I was going to add helium balloons, I don't need to, you know, tie it into the base. You can tie it into the base if you choose, but I like it to like, I just like tying it to this. So that's why I've done this. So it makes my helium balloon like stand easily. So there you have it. Can you see? So we're done. With a very girly kind of design. Fit for a princess. So you could add, if you had, what's it called? The small foil balloons, the 4 inches, 9 inches, no, sorry, the 4 inches especially, you could just, you know, put like, you know, 4 inches silver, round, or you could add any other asset. It depends on how, you know, the look you're aiming for, how beautiful you want it to be at the end of the day. For instance, I created this is for a friend. I'm going to be adding some helium balloons to the top. Yeah. So in the design I sent to her, the actual design, you didn't have this. But I thought, okay, let me add, you know, a bit of me to this. And then I did the small flower and I added it just to give you that extra wow. Yes, yes, you can watch later. You can watch later. So this is what my friend is picking up later. I'm going to be putting like helium balloons, you know, at the back of it to give it the finished look. So you just need to be, you know, creative. Just use your creative juices to just keep on adding balloon, and don't stop till you're sure that you've done enough. Yeah. So if I was doing this for a client, trust me, I would have been adding more and more and more stuff to it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you have any questions, can you please quickly ask? So I'm going to be signing off. If you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe so that you get notified, and click the bell so that you get notified when I want to go live or when I, you know, upload a new video. So I'm going to be doing this live video as often as I can. These bouquets are so good because loads of people still want to celebrate, so they can easily, you know. Sample text. Whereabouts are you? If you're in London or the UK, I buy my sample text from Balloon Market or tigerfeetdirect.com, or is it .co? Just Google Tiger Feet Direct. I buy my sample text from them, and then I buy from Balloon Market. But I found out that Tiger Feet is kind of like check Bargain balloons, I think they should have, because I used to buy from them years back, and they ship anywhere. I think they're based in the United States and in Canada. Yeah, you can buy from them. And I think then there's MSR balloons. I think MSR balloons, and yeah, I can't remember the other one I know. Yeah, but those two bargain balloons, they've got loads and loads of stock. So even from other suppliers, stock that are really good that you can use in your work. So yeah, you can do that too. So guys, do you have any other questions before I sign out? I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, so I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. If you've not subscribed, please quickly subscribe. Click the subscription button, or click the notification, the bell that would notify you when next I go live. And comment and tell me what you think about this video, and please remember to share. Do not keep it to yourself only. Thank you so much. Thank you. So see you next time. Bye guys. And please, before I go, let me just say to you, if you're doing this for business, please make sure you're pricing your work right. Do not sell yourself short. Can you see how long it took me to do this? Checking the video now, and this is like just under an hour to create this. So imagine if I was going to be adding more balloons than this. That means it's going to cost me way much more of my time. So make sure you're charging for your time. I've got a video on pricing under my playlist of Let's Talk. You find my opinion about pricing. Make sure you price your work right. Have a great chat. The link for the flowers. Okay, I will. I can't update this video now, not until I think tomorrow. I can't do anything really on it because it's just going to be on my live. But once I'm able to do stuff on it, I would put the card up. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, Diana. Thank you for watching. Bye everyone. Bye. And for something like this, normally for bouquets like this, I start from £85 upwards. So it depends on how much, depends on what I'm using, depends on the colors not the colors. It depends on what I'm using really. That's so 85 upwards, excluding delivery. So there are times it could go way more than that. Okay guys, I'm off now. Thank you. Bye.